Today, the objective is to deploy a front-end application on the internet computer. The internet computer is composed of canisters, which are like decentralized servers that can host websites or applications on the blockchain. One special type of canister is called the asset canister. It's a canister where you can load files corresponding to your React application, for instance, like JavaScript files, CSS, and HTML. And the asset canister can be loaded directly from the browser, so a user can access an asset canister and can load the application. We'll also see that canisters need to be loaded with credits in order to pay for computation and storage. For this recording, we are using React, but you could also apply this tutorial for Svelte, Angular, Vue.js, and any JavaScript framework. Step number 1 is to install the Internet Computer SDK. The SDK contains DFX, which is a command line interface tool for deploying and managing canisters. If you are on macOS or Linux, you simply need to run this command. If you are on Windows, you will need to install Windows Subsystem for Linux because DFX doesn't run natively on Windows. Here I am on Mac, so I'm just going to copy-paste this command and wait for everything to be installed. When the installation is done, you can verify that DFX has been installed by running dfx -version, and you should see something. So here we see dfx 0.14.1. You might see a different version, but as long as you see a version, everything is alright. Step number 2 is to get our hands on cycles. There are two ways to get cycle. The first one is with the cycle faucet. It's completely free. You will receive around $20 worth of cycles. The only drawback is that you have to wait because it's a manual process and you need to wait for someone to send you a coupon code to get cycles. All the instructions are here and I'll provide the link in the description. The second way to get cycles is by burning ICPs. So it will cost you a few bucks, but it's also very fast and you don't have to wait for any manual process. For that, assuming that you are starting with a new identity, you will run dfx quick start, and you will say no, you don't import an existing wallet, and you will need around 3.5 ICPs to deploy a wallet canister, which is a way to store cycles, and you will use those cycles to deploy your canister. So just take the address that is here and send some ICPs. You can send ICPs from exchanges like Kraken, Binance, Coinbase, or also from wallets if you're already in the ICP ecosystem, Plug Wallet, Bitfinity Wallet, Stoic Wallet, and so on. In my case, I'm just going to use my Plug Wallet. So I'll copy the address here and I'll send 3.5 ICPs, which is around $10. Once the transfer has been confirmed, which should take around 2 seconds, you can run dfx quick start again, and it will automatically set up the wallet for you, so the cycle wallet. And you will receive 10 trillion cycles, which is more than enough to deploy around 2 or 3 canisters. Once your wallet canister has been deployed, make sure to associate your wallet canister with your identity. So you need to take the ID of the wallet canister, which is here, and you need to run this command, which is dfx identity network IC set wallet, and you put the wallet of the canister that has been deployed. Okay, now you should be good to go. Step number 3 is to add a configuration file at the root of our codebase. This configuration file is called dfx.json, and I'm just going to paste the configuration for it. So you need to make sure of a few things. The first one is to make sure that the dfx version is in line with the version installed on your machine. In our case, we have 0.14.1, so we just need to update this. Then the second thing is to make sure that you have a canister which is of type asset. As we've said, it's an asset canister where we are going to upload our application. Next one, make sure that your entry point actually corresponds with the entry point of your application. So here we have public and index.html, which corresponds. And then make sure that the source, so where you have actually all your files that you want to upload inside the canister, are located. In our case, it's in the build directory, but it could also be a source directory or a dist directory, depending on your configuration. Step number 4 is the actual deployment process. We have everything in place. We just need to run the dfx deploy network IC command. So this will create a canister for us. And then once the canister is created, it will upload all the assets corresponding to our application inside the canister. As you can see, the index.html, the JavaScript, the CSS, even the images, the text file, everything is being uploaded inside the canister. Once all assets have been uploaded into the canister, we can simply access it from the browser just by clicking this simple link. And so as you can see, we have the React Starter application. It's deployed within a canister. We have the canister ID here, and it's accessible under icp0.io.